Hi, I'm Time Lord. As anyone returning knows and new people, that's who I am. Or Harley, or Time, whatever you want to call me. Time LG, whatever. And this is gonna be my review and thoughts on the Demon Slayer to the Hashira training movie that has just come out. It came out yesterday. I just saw it today. And it's in theaters till about Friday of next week, I believe. And so I just wanted to, I just saw it. I want to talk about it. And I don't have much criticism of it. Main criticisms come from just, I feel like it was lazy. Anyone who's like a fan of Demon Slayer would know that like they did the Mugen Train movie, which was the entire Mugen Train arc, but in a movie. Well, this wasn't like that. This was they took the last episode or two of the Swordsmith Village arc and put that in, and then did like the first episode or two maybe of what's going to be the Hashira training arc. Which, I mean, it lines up with what the movie title is. It's to the Hashira training, but it's for the first half of the movie. Because I mean, for me, I watched dub. I watched the dub for the anime and stuff like that. So for me, it was like the Swordsmith Village arc didn't finish all that long ago, and then you got this movie coming out where the first half of this movie is just the last two episodes of that arc. So it was for a while. It's just like, okay, I remember all this. I saw this all. It wasn't new. Nothing. It wasn't like reanimated or nothing in like higher quality. It was just the anime, the show. So that it was kind of boring. And then it was like, or like we got like the beginning and teasing of some of the teasing of like what is coming in the Hashira training arc. To me, it would have been it's great. I mean, it wasn't bad, especially as someone who watches the dub, getting dub tickets, like no matter what, dub tickets were all like 25% off at every showing. The dub tickets were like 25% off, so it was cheaper for me and whatnot. Even though they only have one dub showing time every day, so that's kind of stupid, but it is what it is. But for me personally, my biggest gripe is that they should have just done the same thing that they did with the Mugen Train movie, where it was just the entire arc as a movie. Because anyone who's read it, I haven't finished reading Demon Slayer, but I've read through the Hashira training arc. The Hashira training arc is not very long. It's not long at all. They could have done the whole Hashira training arc before. They could have done the entire Hashira training arc in the as the movie. That's what they should have done. Otherwise, what's the point of doing a movie? Because before the movie started, there was a trailer for they're doing apparently there is a Spy Family movie happening, and there was a trailer for that before the Demon Slayer movie, and that is what gave me this thought of like, if you're going to adapt manga material as a movie, it has to be something that hasn't been covered yet only, because it's like, what is the point of just taking something that's just been covered in the anime and then putting it in the movie? That just seems kind of lazy and just extremely repetitive. And further than that, if you like, to me, I don't think. Oh fuck. To me, I don't think anime movies, like, I don't see a reason for anime movies to ever be anything other than like their own like side stories. You know what I mean? Because the Spy Family movie that they showed, it's not from the manga. It's an original story written by the by the author, by the creator. It's an original story. So for me, that's what Demon Slayer's movies should be. Or if they're gonna do manga material, then you need to just do a whole arc as a movie or whatever. Especially if it's a short arc, because like the Mugen Train arc is pretty short. The Hashira training arc is fairly short. You know what I mean? Like, it's yeah, like that's how it should have gone. But there was something I might have to relook at my at the manga, but there the in between where like in between there is like a little bit of like some like a little like thing in between the end of the Swordsman's Village arc in the movie and before the beginning of the Hashira. Okay, hell, why am I yawning so much? It is too fucking late, but I wanted to get this done. So I'm sorry about my yawning. But they did that. Then there's in between there's like a little short like little story like side story thing of I can't remember the actual characters' names exactly, but it's the Serpent Hashira and the Wind Hashira. They are at like some like old castle. They were like tracking down a demon that like abducted a girl or some shit like that. And they're like it's a really cool scene where we actually get to see some action from them. So that was cool, you know. I hope that stays in the anime whenever like that whenever that the next season starts. I hope that stays. So there is that happened. That was all cool. I mean, and then it goes into like the next arc. So, and there's like they showed a scene where one of the crows from the Demon Slayer is like meets up with Miss Tomoya, what I think is her name, the doctor demon lady, which I'm pretty sure was not in the manga. Because I remember being very confused in the manga where I am currently when she shows up when they're fighting Muzan, and I'm like, why the fuck is she here? I was like, she hasn't had any interaction with any of the Hashira or any of the Demon Slayer Corps besides Tanjiro. Why is she here with Hajime, Hamiji or whatever, the Stone Hashira? I was like, what the fuck? So that was that. I mean, and like this is not going to be a super long review because it's not like it's because the movie doesn't really do much. Because I mean, like if you've already watched the most recent season, then you already know what happens in half of the movie, and then like the second half, there's like it's like not super eventful. It's just the Hashiras have their emergency meeting. And they discuss like the fact that two of them, the Hashiras, manifested their Demon Slayer marks, and so they're talking about well, we gotta have the other Hashira manifest their marks and all this that and the other, and then they talk about all that stuff, doing all that, doing all that, and doing the training and all that stuff. And that was all that was all, and then they set that up, and then you kind of get like a little tease of like what's the different trainings going to be. They talk about it all, which is all stuff from the manga, obviously. um and you get to see Tanjiro get his sword back with Rengoku's sword guard on it, which is really cool. um yeah. So like I don't know if this is supposed to be like a like I don't know if like this is just I don't know if this means that like they're already dubbing the episodes, you know? 'Cause as far as I'm aware, I don't think that they've announced when the next season is coming for Demon Slayer. But I mean, I would have to imagine that it must be on the way fairly soon if they're already doing a movie because they've already got like at least 1 to 2 episodes animated and fully voiced in English and Japanese. I mean, it's got to be coming relatively soon. But we shall see. There's no telling. Um, honestly, if you if you're someone if it has been a while for you where you don't really remember or like because for me the Swordsman's Village arc is still very fresh in my mind. So that first half of the movie was very boring and I was just like, come on, get through it. I want to see the other shit, the new shit that I haven't seen animated. So for someone like me, it was kind of meh, but I could see if you're someone who watches the sub, the subtitled versions where where the Swordsman Village arc ended a lot or long a lot has been the Swordsman Village arc ended longer ago than it has for people who watch dub by a decent amount. then you'll probably enjoy it more, having that refresh and then going into the new stuff. But I mean, overall, I'd say just wait. Honestly, it's probably not worth it. Like it visually and everything. Like obviously the animation is on point, the voice acting's on point. The action from what the action that they do show is on point. Um, so it's fun and it's a good watch. So if it's not like super expensive tickets, then yeah, like go ahead and go see it. But if like you're strapped on money and you're like, man, I really want to see, but it's like I'd say just fucking wait. Honestly, just wait for the next season because that's all it is. It's just like the ending of the last season with the beginning of the next season, and that's it. It's not like the whole. You're not getting a whole complete story. You're getting the ending of one and like the setup for the beginning of another. So I mean, like, like a honestly, like it's just so just like mediocre. It's just like it's not bad, it's not good. It's just kind of meh. So like I can only give it like a 5 out of 10. If you really want to see it, then go see it. If it's like you're indifferent about going to see it, then don't bother. And if you're able to just like wait for the next season, then just wait because most of the it yeah, that's all there really is to it. I mean, yeah, 5 out of 10. That's all. It's not bad. It's not good. So, that has been my review. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Uh, you know, tell me. I mean, like, I want to. I plan on reviewing. I'll probably end up going to see the Spy Family movie that was the trailer was out for it, and I'll probably do a review of that as well. I plan on continuing to do movie reviews, manga reviews, anime reviews, any type of review that I want to do, I'm gonna do. So yeah, so this has been my Demon Slayer movie review. Until next time, see you.